What would you say
Totally.
would be a good, simple starting route for somebody to get into it in a way that's not like an aha moment, like, oh, I have to change. Because they say that, then they leave and they go back home and they keep making hamburgers, right? So it's all about kind of your mindset. How do you shift your mindset? And that's always with like you said, repetition and simplicity. So what would you say would be maybe your not advice, but your thoughts on or your advice, your thoughts on getting started in a simple way for somebody who's not?
Yeah, and that's a great question. How you intro that, I start that in a way. It's interesting because having 6 people in our household, everyone eats differently. You know,
Mhm.
I'm the only one that's 100% vegan. My girl Jess calls herself 99% vegan because she'll eat a little bit of cheese every now and then or something like that.
Yeah.
Uh, Her mom, who lives with us, is vegetarian, and then my son is vegetarian, but he eats cheese and stuff. And then the 2 youngest boys both eat meat. The middle son fluctuates. Sometimes he goes vegetarian for a little while. He kind of gets a little creeped out by it, and then he goes to a friend's house, they have barbecue, and he gets
Right.
sucked back in. So yeah, every time we're going to cook a meal, it's absolutely that. It's either cook something that everyone can eat, so it's got to be something that's simulated just well enough for the meat eaters and the vegetarians. Say, hey, okay, well, are you going to use the good cheese that we like, that good vegan cheese? Because there's the ones they don't like. We don't mind that one, but that one's terrible.
Yeah, that brand's
So,
not good. Yeah.
yeah, we're either doing a conglomeration meal or we're cooking 2, 3, sometimes 5 different meals. I mean, it gets crazier sometimes. But to segue into how would be a good way to get started in veganism. I mean, when I first became vegan, I'd go to restaurants and I'd tell them I was vegan, and they look at me like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Well, it's kind of like a vegetarian, but more extreme. No animal products." That's how I always explain it. They go, "Oh," they go, "Well, we got a salad." That became one of my triggers. I mean, they'd say that, man, I'd get mad. I'd leave sometimes. I'd be like, F them, like that's messed up. Like, really, you can't, I was expecting the world at that point to get creative like me, like,
Yeah,
can't you be creative? Like, you're the server here. I just told you what I am, and you can't, nowadays everyone, oh, they'll ring off all the things. Well, I know these 5 things are vegan, and you can make this one.
right.
So I'll go to that actually for the thing. The thing that used to trigger me actually has become a great love of my life. Salads. I mean, everybody knows salad. That is, even meat eaters. Hey, that's the thing that comes on the side with your steak, right? A salad. You know.
Right.
Well, man, you can make salads 1,000 different ways, man, and you can
Yep.
make it the main course. I mean, you can go online and just search creative ways to make salad. Just go there, so start there. Sometimes I'll make a salad that has 25 ingredients in it, and it's just so not everyone likes that many ingredients and stuff, but I'll roast some pine nuts, some
Mhm.
artichoke hearts, in olive
Yeah.
oil and vinegar in a jar. You get some stuff that's already made. I'll take some corn on the cob. I'll put it right on the fire of my stove. I'll turn it on and I'll just roast it right on the fire there. I'll set it there for 30 seconds to a minute and spin it. And then I'll cut that off. So now you have roasted corn. You
Yeah.
can do this all relatively quick too. So you get really creative with salad. We actually do a lot of salads here, and it seems like the stereotypical thing, but if you get creative with it, you can really blow people's minds with a salad. You're like, want to have a salad? So I'm not really, but no. Wait till you've had my salad, and put all these things in it, and they're like, man, this is like, I didn't know that a salad could be like this.